Hey y'all, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Thank you so much for joining me. Today is Tuesday, June 23rd. We've had a pretty eventful day and it's only 2:30 in the afternoon. This morning while I was having breakfast, usually Abby kind of walks around outside while I have breakfast and get ready on the main floor, do all that type of cooking, eating, getting tea, all that good stuff happens obviously in the kitchen. So I realized I hadn't heard her in a while, and I thought that she was still outside on her runner. So I went on the back porch, and the runner was on the ground, on the porch. And then I look up, and her gate's wide open. So, of course, panic and anxiety just ran through my veins. I was like, oh my gosh, I couldn't even think straight, and I was just so overwhelmed with anxiety. And so I start screaming her name, of course. Not really sure where she would have gone, obviously, because our neighbors are pretty spread out up here. I've got tons of acres of woods behind us. So, and then of course we live on a main road. So I'm starting to freak out. And then my puppy comes from the living room. Is like, yep, I'm here. What's up? Oh my gosh. So I completely freaked myself out over absolutely nothing, which, I mean, thank goodness it was a false alarm, but the anxiety did do quite a number on me early in the morning. And then I'm not sure if it was what I ate, but then I was having abdominal issues. So I was I don't know if the anxiety kind of tipped off the tummy stuff. And then I had some really bad dystonia episodes happening in my neck area, which I don't usually get the muscle tightening and stuff in my neck, so I'm not really sure what was up with that. I'm not sure if kind of the anxiety kind of just spun stuff out of control, or if just the anxiety kind of woke up the tumor and the tumor just kind of aggravated everything. I have several theories, obviously. I always have theories. Where'd your buddy go? Oh, there he is. So after that really eventful, probably 2.5 to 3 minutes, I decided after eating to make some tea, and we went on the porch to read. So I read my Bible a little bit, and I read my nonfiction book, which is by Johnny. I think it's called A Place of Healing, and I'm not sure right now where it is, so I can't show it to you, but that's okay. So we just read for a bit, and Abby hung out with all the wild animals, from the porch. She loves to watch everything, so that was fun. And my cat was in the window, so that was really cool. Well, I had 2 cats at one point in time in the window, so we were all just kind of hanging out together, which was really comforting and really great after an anxiety attack. And then this is just completely shifting gears. This is our second day of Bible study, and it's already been a lot of fun and really exciting for me. You all know I'm just super passionate about online Bible study. It's something that I've done for a few years now, and I think it's a wonderful tool. If you're a Christian woman and you do not know of Proverbs 31 Ministries, and you're either busy, chronically ill, you work a lot, I guess that counts as busy. Either way, I really encourage you to check out Proverbs 31 Ministries. We have a lot of wonderful free resources, and it's just the most seriously amazing group of women I've ever met. The whole organization is just absolutely amazing. I have had the privilege and honor of being a small group leader for about 2 or 3 years now. Actually have to look up specifically which year I started because my brain fog is so bad. But I actually didn't get a chance to tell y'all yet because I needed to tell my group first. This is my last time leading a small group with Proverbs 31 Ministries. which it's been super emotional. I am still going to be volunteering with the ministry, so I'm super excited about my new position and about learning about what I'm going to be doing and to still be serving. But at the same time, it's really hard because I love my group so much. I love what I do. I love small groups. It's just been such an enormous blessing, seriously, beyond words, to be able to lead them and walk alongside these like 20 or so ladies for a few years. I've had, like different people. It's not always like the same, but I do have like a core group of, I would say, probably 10 to 12 people, maybe, estimating here off the top of my head. And so it is really hard. Change is a part of life. Change is a good thing, but that doesn't make it less emotional. So I was really shocked. I had actually just left the other team that I was volunteering with, the community group. That was a real hard decision in itself. And then I had shortly after received a message from one of my leaders asking if I would pray about volunteering somewhere else and leaving my group. It was definitely the hardest when you factor in leaving the group. So I will be helping to train other small group leaders, and I'm super, super excited about that. And I'll be learning more about like my new position over the next few weeks and months, and I'm super excited, and it's just a privilege to be able to serve. So for anybody who's wondering, this is our current online Bible study. It's called Hidden Potential. If you have any questions, please feel free to DM me on Instagram, message me on Facebook, leave me a comment here. I'll get back to you as quickly as possible, and I will leave all the Bible study information in the description box. This clip my brother recorded when I was out to one of my doctors. This chipmunk has been torturing and teasing all of my animals regularly, both my cats and my dog. Him and his brother, so we've been calling them Chip and Dale, and they like to get in trouble and tease everybody. The little guys also help themselves to any apples that are left out, or apple skins, as you see. That's the first time I've seen my cat go after anything, by the way, which is pretty funny. So I already saw my heart doctor today a little while ago. It did not go nearly as well as I had anticipated. I thought this was going to be like a super easy appointment. I told him specifically what the surgeon said, and he disputed everything. And I was like, seriously, like, can't we all be on the same page here? He was like, well, so the surgeon told me that I'm not stable enough for surgery due to my heart rate. And he's like, no, I think your heart rate's fine. I was like, listen, this is what she said. I need to be, no, it's not an awful heart rate. It needs to be lower, a good amount lower, in order for them to operate. No anesthesiologist, she said, will touch me in that facility with my heart rate even this high. And he was like, fighting me on it, and I was like, I don't know what we're arguing about. I'm telling you what the surgeon told me. And he's like, well, then we'll up this med. And I was like, that's not the medicine she said that needs to be touched. That one is fine the way it is. She said that I'm gonna need specifically a tachycardia medicine, a beta blocker. And he's arguing with me that he just doesn't want to add another medicine. I'm like, dude, it's short term. Like, oh my goodness. It's like, I don't understand what we're throwing a fit over, but whatever. So he did decide and agreed to call my endocrinologist. This way he could get the lowdown from him, which I'm sure endocrinology is going to tell him the same thing I did, but he's got the MD behind his name. I don't, so people don't always listen. So whatever. So hopefully I will hear back from somebody shortly. This way we can figure out what medicine I'm going on to keep this stuff rolling, because we don't know how long I need to be on medicine before they operate. We haven't heard yet about the CAT scan. Tomorrow I have the nurse. Thursday is Zolar. Friday is the PCP. And then next Monday is endocrinology. So busy, busy, busy. So this afternoon, though, I think while I'm waiting for him to figure stuff out, I might just end up painting in addition to doing Bible study stuff. So super excited about that. I've been listening to some really great books. One's a fiction one by Denise Hunter, and the other one is Rhythm of Renewal by Rebecca something. Very, very good books. I recommend both of them highly. The Denise Hunter is a fiction book. I'm a big fan of realistic, contemporary, romance Christian fiction. That's kind of like the genre that I go towards. So Robin Jones Gunn, Karen Kingsbury, my favorites. And now Denise Hunter is making her way up on my list. So very much so enjoying that. And it's a nice break, I feel like, from reality with like chronic pain, if you know what I mean. Like it's kind of like an escape mentally, which is great. And then the other book is on anxiety, and I don't feel like I deal like typically with a lot of anxiety, but this season with this tumor, I'm dealing with it all the time. I just shared how I had an anxiety attack. So this book's actually pretty helpful. And it's not only just helpful, but I feel like she's also just talking about like renewal and just taking a break and resting. I'm really bad at resting, so it's like this might be a good thing for me. And I actually just ordered the study guide off Amazon, so I'm hoping to be able to start that study guide soon, and probably going to listen to one of the books while I paint.